Hi, so today I want to present on my internship, which I completed at the BYUH Office of Compliance and Internal Audit Services. So my internship path and how I got this was I was originally an audit associate as a student worker, and I was really blessed in that my employers saw potential in me and they believed in me, and so when I was looking for an internship opportunity, they offered me one as a audit and compliance supervisor, and I began my internship in the fall 2019 semester. So the main goals of my internship was to assess BYU's compliance and internal controls. The main project I worked on was a program participation audit, which looks at the compliance laws that a school needs to follow in order to receive federal funding. So in order to do this, I created compliance assessments, I developed and documented business processes, I served in a leadership role, and I initiated and conducted meetings. So my whole internship, I worked 280 hours over a 15-week period to achieve the 4 credits in the accounting internship class. So the 3 learning objectives I had was to 1, gain experience in proper audit documentation and professionalism. 2nd was to enhance my leadership and communication skills. And 3rd was to gain knowledge and experience with business processes and internal controls. So for my first learning objective, in order to gain experience in audit documentation and professionalism, I had to draft reports and issue papers, all in a professional format so it looked like it was helping and it wasn't a student's work. I documented execution over internal controls, and I also got to work with the team and was able to review associates' work and offer guidance on how they can make their documentation better and follow our formatting guidelines. The second learning objective of enhancing my leadership and communication skills, I was able to have a leadership role over my team. This is my team pictured, Mo, Tessa, and May. And we had routine meetings where we tracked where the associates were at in their projects. I was also able to take leads on opening and exit conferences on my own projects, and I think the best thing that helped my leadership skills was that I was given projects by my boss and was given free rein on how to kind of develop my own plan on how to complete those. So my 3rd and final learning objective was to gain knowledge and experience with business processes and internal controls. And this is where a lot of my work came into play. We created a lot of compliance assessment tools, we prepared flowcharts, and we make and identify recommendations in order to improve internal controls or compliance. So I have pictured here one of the tabs I did for a FERPA flowchart where it shows how to make decisions depending on the law. So we sit down and we work with different management in order to document their controls so that it's easier to follow and that there's less risk. I've also shown a small sample of one of the assessments I do, and so often we look at the law, we figure out what the requirement is directly from the law, then we revert that into plain English and then describe and find a control activity that we believe would suffice that law. And then when we actually go out and do the assessment, we fill in the recommendation and if we are compliant and the recommendations we have. So classes that have helped me along the journey, there was a lot, and I think all of the accounting courses really helped with my basic knowledge of accounting to do this position. But the 3 I chose was Accounting 365, which is the audit class, so I took it from Sister Scanlon. It helped me understand the importance of audit in the world, to see the bigger picture, why audit's important, the audit process, how we go through working with management, how to look for internal controls, and also how to make work papers, and a lot of the formalities in there were very helpful. Accounting 356, which I took from Brother White, that helped me understand the importance of technology, and in our job we find a lot of our stuff on computers and using ERP systems like Workday and PeopleSoft, and so that was helpful, as well as it taught me flow charting, and so when I came to this job I already had a basic understanding and was able to feel confident in my abilities in that. The last class that I wanted to highlight was Accounting 386, which is an Excel-based class from Brother Watkins. It really helped with my technical skills in Excel, and I found I was able to get things done, and even if I didn't know exactly how to do what I wanted, I knew what to look up and resources that would help me, and that has really helped with my computer skills and making me more efficient. So the learning lessons that I got during this internship is the importance of audit and compliance in the business world. I think I wasn't aware of how important following all of the regulations and rules were in order for the success for a company or organization. I also learned the power of ethics. I think as auditors and in compliance, there's a lot of opportunities to misrepresent the information and all of the risks that come along with that, and this really helped me understand the importance of being a true ethical worker as I go and pursue my career. I also work in teams here, and so teamwork was something I was able to work on a lot, and I learned the importance of details, especially not to overlook something in compliance, and to look at the small details and make sure that you're really understanding and following something in its entirety. The last one I wanted to highlight was communication. Working with a lot of management at the school and within my own team, I was able to improve my communication efforts. So the results of my internship, it helped me build my future career goals. Before going in, I wasn't 100% sure what lane of career I wanted to go down or what type of accounting I wanted to do, but this helped me realize that I have strengths in audit and that I want to be either an external auditor or an internal auditor in the future. This also helped me with my resume. It was a great resume builder. It has given me credibility for jobs that I'm currently applying for. Also very blessed to make good relationships with my bosses in order to have good references. But I think the biggest thing this internship gave me was confidence. The confidence to be able to apply what I've learned in the classroom into a real life setting of business and application. So what I would do differently if I were to do this internship again, I think I would have cherished the more time with my leaders and my supervisors, and to really obtain all the knowledge I can from them in a short time. This is such a great opportunity, and I think I would just listen more to everything that they said and all the advice they gave me. I also think I would have wanted to prepare more for auditing with some law classes. A lot of the compliance stuff is very law heavy, and I think that would have helped me understand things better. And lastly, I think being in a leadership role for the first time, it was hard for me at first to understand the differences and the different strengths different team members have. I was able to get a lot of coaching and grow a lot during this journey, but I wish that at the beginning I would have been more understanding of differences and been able to combat those a little bit better. Well, thank you for watching my presentation. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'm very happy with my internship I did here at the Office of Compliance and Internal Audit Services. Thank you.